In the quiet of the morning, a single drop of dew glides over the velvet surface of a damask rose, capturing the essence of pure nature. This delicate moment marks the start of a transformation, where the soul of a flower begins its journey to become a precious, world-class liquid treasure. The distillery awakens, a sanctuary where ancient traditions and modern science meet amidst the gleam of polished copper and the clarity of glass tubes. Every vessel and every pipe is prepared with precision, setting the stage for the alchemy that will soon release the hidden spirits of the harvest. The artisan's touch is vital, feeling the warmth of the metal as the machines come to life, sensing the rhythm of a process perfected over centuries. It is a dance of heat and timing, where the human hand guides the machine to extract only the most refined and purest elements of scent. A shower of petals fills the air, releasing a brief burst of fragrance that signals the official beginning of our olfactory journey into the sublime. Welcome to Chapter 1, The Awakening of Scent, where we explore the delicate balance between the earth's bounty and the master's unparalleled craft and vision. The second chapter begins with the selection process, where only the most perfect specimens are chosen to ensure the final fragrance reaches absolute perfection. Every imperfect leaf or bruised petal is removed with extreme care, as even the smallest flaw could alter the delicate profile of the final essence. A palette of botanical wonders is laid out, from the calming purple of lavender to the zesty skins of the finest citrus fruits grown under the sun. Precision is the heartbeat of this craft, where every gram of raw material is measured to ensure the consistency of the master perfumer's original vision. The cleaning phase is vital, as the flowers are gently washed in pure water to remove any dust, leaving behind only the untainted soul of the bloom. Watch as the petals dance in the water, a refreshing ritual that prepares them for the intense heat and pressure of the upcoming distillation process. The artisan's movements are steady and rhythmic, ensuring that every single petal is thoroughly cleaned without damaging the delicate oil-bearing glands within their structure. As the water recedes, the petals are left glistening and ready, their colors intensified and their scents concentrated for the next stage of the creation. The wet bounty is now moved with haste to the cold drying chamber, a modern technique used to preserve the integrity of the scent-bearing oils. Each tray is slotted into place with care, ensuring optimal airflow around every petal to gently remove excess moisture while keeping the fragrance locked inside. Inside the chamber, a cool breeze circulates, mimicking the natural drying process of the wind but controlled to an exact and scientific level of precision. Technology serves the art, monitoring every variable to prevent the delicate oils from evaporating or degrading during this critical preparation phase of the work. Experience and intuition guide the artisan, knowing exactly when the moisture levels are perfect for the flowers to enter the next phase of their life. The texture is checked by hand. A slight crunch indicates that the water has been removed, but the precious oils remain trapped within the petal. Stacking the trays marks the completion of the raw material stage, where the flowers have been transformed from fresh blooms into concentrated sources of scent. Moving forward, we head toward the heart of the workshop, where the elements of fire and water will perform their ancient and mesmerizing chemical magic. The grand alembics wait, silent sentinels of history, ready to receive the harvest and begin the process of liberating the soul of the flowers through heat. This is the art of extreme selection, where every batch is tracked, every petal is respected, and every bottle begins with an obsession for quality. We enter Chapter 3, The Breath of Copper. The massive lid is lifted, opening the heart of the machine to receive its precious, fragrant cargo. The dried petals fall into the abyss of the still, a sea of floral color that will soon be transformed by the power of steam and pressure. The seal must be perfect. The lid descends, locking the fragrance within a metallic womb where the alchemical transformation will soon take place in secret. Tightening the bolts requires strength and precision, ensuring that no steam can escape, and all the aromatic pressure is directed exactly where it belongs. Below the still, the fire is prepared. This is the source of energy, the elemental force that will drive the extraction of the flower's essence. The flame is lit, a controlled burn that must be steady and constant to maintain the delicate temperature balance required for a successful distillation process. Heat begins to transfer, warming the water and the petals within. The copper pot, a perfect conductor, ensures a gentle and even distribution of energy. Eyes are fixed on the gauge as the pressure builds. It is a slow climb, a patient wait for the moment the steam reaches its peak. Inside, the water begins to boil, and the petals are agitated, releasing their essential oils into the rising vapor in a violent yet beautiful reaction. The air is filled with the sound of escaping steam, a rhythmic hissing that tells the artisan that the process is working exactly as intended. The steam travels upward into the gooseneck, a graceful copper arch that carries the invisible scent molecules away from the heat and toward the cooling. This is the journey of the spirit. The hot vapor, laden with oil, moves through the metal, preparing to change its state from gas back to liquid. As it enters the cooling chamber, the vapor is shocked by the cold, beginning the crucial process of condensation that captures the essence of the rose. Managing the cooling is just as important as managing the heat. A perfect temperature gradient ensures that the most volatile scent notes are not lost. And then, the moment of truth, a single drop of liquid forms at the exit. A concentrated concentrate of everything the flower once was in life. It falls with a soft sound, the first of many thousands that will eventually become a single bottle of the world's most sought-after perfume. What emerges is a mixture of rosewater and pure essential oil. A raw and powerful liquid that holds the very soul of the harvest. The artisan watches with focused intensity, for the color and clarity of these first drops tell a story of the batch's quality and potential. The flow is regulated with microscopic precision. Too fast, and the quality drops. Too slow, and the delicate scent notes might be overprocessed by the heat. A quick scent test confirms the progress. The initial aroma is strong and green. The raw power of the plant still present in the fresh liquid. Look closely at the surface. Those golden beads are the pure essential oils, the most expensive and rare part of the entire distillation process. Stability is the key to excellence. By maintaining a perfect thermal balance, the artisan ensures that every drop collected is as perfect as the first. Time is the hidden ingredient. This process cannot be rushed, as the heat must slowly coax the oils out of the stubborn floral fibers. Every detail is recorded, creating a library of knowledge that will allow future generations to replicate the perfection achieved in this single moment of time. The vapor is a ghost of the flower, a fleeting state between life in the field and its new existence as a concentrated liquid masterpiece. As the extraction nears its end, the heat is reduced, the most delicate nectars have been captured, leaving behind the spent remnants of the petals. The beaker is carefully removed, a vessel containing the liquid gold that will soon be refined and purified in the next stage of our journey. Exposure to air must be minimized. The fresh essence is sealed immediately to preserve the high-energy molecules that give the perfume its initial pop. Purity requires cleanliness. After every run, the copper is scrubbed to ensure no residue remains to contaminate the next batch of different floral materials. The petals have given everything. Their color and scent are gone, now fully transferred into the liquid that rests in the glass beaker across the room. The heat of the copper gives way to the clarity of the glass, as we move into the next phase of extreme refinement and absolute purification. Chapter 4. The Purity of Glass. In this sterile environment, the raw distillate will be separated and polished into its final, most concentrated and clear form. The separation begins, because oil and water do not mix. The precious essential oils naturally float to the top, forming a distinct and beautiful golden layer. It is a slow process of gravity. The molecules find their place, settling into layers that will allow the artisan to extract the oil with surgical precision. With a steady hand, the artisan opens the valve. The heavier floral water is drained away first, leaving the lighter oil behind in the glass vessel. Concentration is key. The artisan must stop the flow at the exact millisecond the oil reaches the valve to prevent any loss of the valuable essence. Now, we have the absolute, a liquid so concentrated that a single drop contains the fragrance power of hundreds of individual roses from the field. To achieve absolute clarity, the oil is passed through fine ceramic filters. This ensures that the final perfume will be crystal clear and free of impurities. Each pass through the filter makes the oil more brilliant. It is no longer just a scent, it is a refined jewel of liquid light and aroma. The light reveals the truth. A perfect batch is entirely transparent, with a rich, golden hue that indicates a high concentration of the flower's natural waxes. In some cases, the centrifuge is used to separate the heaviest molecules, further refining the oil to meet the exacting standards of the master perfumer's recipe. Centrifugal force achieves what gravity alone cannot, pulling even the smallest non-aromatic particles out of the oil to ensure a lifespan of decades for the scent. The result is a liquid of unparalleled quality. It is the purest expression of the damask rose, stripped of everything but its most beautiful and aromatic soul. A rainbow of essences is collected here, each one representing a different botanical element that will soon be combined into a complex and harmonious symphony. From the delicate jasmine to the robust rose, each oil has its own personality, its own weight, and its own unique role to play in the fragrance. Every flask is a treasure. The value of this liquid often exceeds that of gold, reflecting the immense labor and raw materials required for its production. Testing is constant. Even after filtration, the artisan must ensure that the aroma remains true to the original profile without any off or burnt notes. Science provides the final word. Modern analysis confirms that the chemical composition is perfect, ensuring that the scent will behave predictably when blended with others. The data is the fingerprint of the flower. It proves the authenticity and purity of the oil, protecting the brand's legacy of using only the best ingredients. With the purity confirmed, the oil is ready for the most artistic part of the process, the blending and the patient passage of time during aging. Light is the enemy of perfume. Dark amber glass is used to shield the precious molecules from UV rays that could cause them to break down prematurely. A wax seal provides an airtight barrier, ensuring that the essence remains as fresh as the day it was distilled until the moment it is blended. The vault of scent. Here, the essences rest, waiting for the master perfumer to call upon them to create the next legendary fragrance for the world. Respect for the product is evident in every action. Even in storage, the oils are treated with the reverence one would show to a priceless work of art. The preparation is over. Now, we move to the heart of the creative process, where time and intuition turn individual notes into a complete aromatic story. Step inside the most private sanctum of the distillery, where the true art of the perfumer is practiced in silence and with profound creative focus. Chapter 5. The Touch of Time. In this quiet aging room, the essences are allowed to mature, developing the depth and character that only time can provide. The blending begins with a single drop. This is the nuzzle of the perfume, the foundational note upon which all other scents will eventually be built. Blending is an art of patience. Each note must be added at the right time, allowing the molecules to bond and create a seamless, harmonious olfactory experience. The perfumer works with 3 layers: the top notes for the first impression, the heart notes for the soul, and the base notes for the lasting memory. As they mix, a new scent profile emerges, something greater than the sum of its parts. It is a symphony of aromas, each playing its part perfectly. The visual beauty of the blend reflects the complexity of the fragrance. It is a liquid universe, where every molecule is perfectly aligned with the artisan's vision. The final judge is the human nose. No machine can replicate the subtle nuances and emotional connections that a master perfumer can detect in a single sniff. A final adjustment, a sparkle, added to the top notes to give the perfume its unique signature and a sense of vibrant, living energy upon the first spray. Once the blend is perfect, it is sealed. Now begins the maceration, a period of several weeks where the oils and alcohol fully integrate with one another. In the darkness, the magic happens. The sharp edges of the individual ingredients soften, and the fragrance becomes a single, unified, and very sophisticated voice. Patience is the ultimate luxury. We wait for the exact moment when the blend has reached its peak maturity before it is finally ready for the bottle. The liquid is now viscous and rich, having absorbed the character of time. It is no longer just a mixture, it is a matured and refined masterpiece. The quality of the legs on the glass indicates a high concentration of natural oils, a hallmark of a truly luxury and artisanal handcrafted fragrance. One last filtration through pure silk removes any microscopic sediment that may have formed during the aging process, leaving the liquid perfectly polished and bright. It is a sight of pure beauty. The liquid catches the light, glowing with a golden radiance that promises a world of sensory delight to whoever wears it. Months of work have led to this moment. The transition from flower to oil, and oil to aged perfume, is now finally and successfully complete. We emerge from the shadows of time and into the light of the modern world, ready to share this olfactory secret with those who appreciate true excellence. The liquid is ready. The bottles are waiting. We move into the final stage, the presentation of luxury and the sealing of our aromatic promise. The final chapter, packaging luxury. In this pristine environment, every bottle is treated with the same care as the precious liquid it is about to hold. With robotic precision but a craftsman's soul, the bottles are filled to the exact level, ensuring that every customer receives the perfect amount of our essence. Watch as the liquid finds its new home in the heavy glass, a vessel designed to showcase the clarity and the rich color of the aged blend. The crown is placed. A gold-plated cap not only seals the fragrance but also adds a final touch of opulence to the overall design of the product. The seal is final, locking in the fragrance until the moment it is released by its owner, preserving the integrity of the scent for years to come. Even the labeling is done by hand. It is this attention to the smallest details that separates a mass-market product from a truly artisanal and luxury creation. Perfection is the only standard. Every bottle must be a flawless representation of the brand's commitment to quality, both inside and on the outside of the glass. The bottle is nestled into its velvet bed, a protective and luxurious home that reflects the high value and the special nature of the perfume within. A silk ribbon is the final touch, a hand-tied promise of the luxury experience that awaits the person who will eventually unwrap this fragrant and beautiful gift. The work is done. A collection of masterpieces is ready to be sent out into the world, carrying the spirit of the flowers and the master's craft. From the essence of a single flower to a bottle of priced liquid, we have witnessed the transformation of nature into a timeless work of olfactory art. Every drop is a masterpiece. This is the art of handcrafted perfume, where passion, precision, and the beauty of nature meet in every single spray you take. Thank you for joining us on this journey. May your world always be filled with the most exquisite and beautiful scents that life has to offer us.